Hello guys, I came back with another video about how to write a very simple program in C Sharp. So in order to write a console app in C Sharp, we're going to use Microsoft Visual Studio. So I'm on Microsoft Visual Studio and I'm already wrote this code right here and I'm going to run it and show you guys how it works. So when I run it, it says, hello John Doe, give me your nickname. I'm gonna give it a nickname saying James. It says your name is James. Please enter your age. I'm gonna say 20. And it says you were 15 years old 5 years ago. And that was true. If I am 20 now, so I would have been 15 5 years ago. So this is the simple run, but I'm gonna show you guys how to write exactly this program from the beginning. So we're gonna cancel that. So once you get on Visual Studio, you need to do File, New. Let me show you again. File, New, Project. Once you get here, you'll see all these options. So you need to choose Visual C Sharp, and you can choose Console App .NET Framework if you are on Microsoft Visual Studio 2017. It would be slightly different in other version, but overall idea would be same. You have to look for C Sharp console application or Windows console application, something like that. I'm actually on Visual Studio 2017 Enterprise Edition. If you're on Community Edition or any other edition, it would still be the same. And you can also give a name to your project, or you can just take the default name. I'm just going to do the default name this time, and I click OK. And when I click OK, the Visual Studio will give me this code right here. It's already there. And if you don't know what it is, well, it's a setup that Visual Studio provides for a C Sharp program. All these is it just said using, so that means what they are using. Namespace is the way to put all these classes together. So we have one of our classes called program under namespace. If we had more than one classes in our program, in that case we need to bind them with single namespace. In that case it would be useful, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to jump in to this function. We call him method. So over here it says static void main. So void means the main function is actually the starting point of your C Sharp program. So your C Sharp, when you run your C Sharp program, it will look for the function main, method main, and then it will start executing from there. So we're gonna write our code inside this main method. So I already have the code written, so I'm just gonna paste it and I'm gonna explain it. So I have string nickname. That means the nickname will hold string. What is string? Is a text or number of character. And we have first name. We also define that first name to be John and the last name to be Doe. And we got an age that is integer. That means the number without decimal. And we have another integer, say age 5 years ago. And console.writeLine will write a line, will display the line, display whatever you write inside this parenthesis will be displayed on the screen. It says hello. This is a string, so we have to have those double quote here, and then plus. That means we're using variables. So in our case, the first name in this first name will be replaced by John. And then we have last name that will be displayed replaced by Doe. So when we see this output, we'll have hello John Doe. And we have console.writeLine. We're writing it again. We're asking for nickname. We say give me a nickname. So the nickname would be whatever user type in this line right here. So we grab whatever user typed in with this command right here. Console.readLine will read whatever the user typed in and we'll put that in nickname. So our nickname will hold whatever the user typed in this line right here. And we're gonna display that nickname back to the user saying your nickname is, again, that nickname will hold whatever they have provided to us. And we're going to say console write line. Again, we're asking for their age. And in that case, when user typed in, they will type in, we take the user input and pass it as integer. That means we're going to pass it, we're going to change that user input to a number. So, and then we put that number into our variable called age. And once we have that number in age, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 5 from age. So this will be age 5 years ago would be age minus 5. So we'll just simple arithmetic operation. And then we're going to display it again. Every time you see write line, that means we're displaying that to user. So you were age 5 years ago will hold whatever we get. The result from this calculation will be in age 5 years ago. And we say age was 5 years ago. And then we're going to have like read line, that is just to make sure it displayed until they hit some key. So this is the explanation of very simple program. It does take input and displays the output. It does really simple calculation. We're going to see how it looks like right here. So I'm going to run it. Or yeah, you can run it with the start, or you can do like debug and start building, or there's many ways you can do it. So I'm going to give it a name. It says hello John Doe, and it says give me a nickname. So I'm going to say my nickname is probably just James. It says your nickname is James, please enter your age. I would say I am 56 years old. It's going to say you were 51 years old 5 years ago. So it actually gave us a right result. So this is how the C# looks like. So this is this video will serve as an introduction to C#. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. And I think this is it for this time. I will try to post more video about C# later on. Thank you for watching.